Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sidika Purity. This is where we learn Kenyan Sign Language, and we shall be doing more videos on vlogs, biz talks, African culture, interviews and motivational speaking. So guys, wait for more is coming. Make sure you like, share this video and subscribe. What are you still waiting for? Subscribe. Don't skip the ads. Okay? So guys, we have a visitor here and I believe you saw him last time. Keep on asking questions, make use of the comment section. Yeah, so karibu sana.
Asante sana. I must say indeed I'm happy to be back again. Since last time when we had such an expose from here. Once again, for those of you who forgot, my name is Kaduvane Keleru Geoffrey. The rest of the details, you saw them from the other post.
Yes. Yeah. Welcome once again.
Wow, thank you.
So today we shall be speaking about relationship. What is relationship?
Relationship, if I would define it in a simple term, it is the way in which two or more things are connected to one another. The way two or more things are connected, that is what we call relationship. A husband relates with the wife, a mother relates with the children. Those are now, it's a relationship. So basically, that's what I can say as of now.
And how many types of relationships do we have?
Types of relationship.
Yeah.
Now, previously when we used to be taught about a topic called love, we used to be told we have filial love, we have eros love, we have, but as society changes, things keep getting updated. I'm sure even the WhatsApp version you get when you are a first-time user of a WhatsApp, after some time it will always ask you to upgrade. So let me handle it this way. We can have the following types of relationship. Number one, you can have a family relationship, whereby people are related by birth. You have a brother, you have a sister, you have a mother, you have a father. That is a relationship. Another relationship you can have is what we call a relationship whereby you meet at your place of work. Anybody you're working with at your place of work, you relate with. Hata kama humpendi, hata kama uko na beef na yeye, but somehow you relate. You go to the business world, people relate in business. The supplier and the person getting the goods, that is another relationship on another different level. People relate as students. We've met in class, we were not born from the same background, we don't have the same background setting, and it also depends. People in a sub-county school, the way they relate is not the same they relate in a county school, it's not the same way they relate in an extra county and in a national school. Their relationships keep expanding as the schools grow in terms of category. We can also have a love relationship, heterosexual, whereby a boy-girl relationship or man-woman relationship, that is still another type of relationship. Another relationship that we can also have is, let's say, I would like to call it a relationship whereby it's part-time. We only relate on need basis. When I need you, and even you that is watching me can attest to that. Kuna wakati unaweza pitia simu yako unaona na huyu mtu imepita kama miaka 4-5 hatujaongeleshana. Anytime you get yourself relating with that person, either he needs something from you or you need something from that person. That is still a relationship. So basically, they are quite happy.
So today, Pastor, I want us to share the relationship of love.
Love.
So we find that many students, or rather many youth at the campus or colleges or high school, most of them, they enter into relationship without knowing. Or do they know?
We will handle that, whether they know or they don't know. But let's now handle the fact that they enter into relationship.
They enter into relationship simply because they think there is love. Or maybe they want to experience a certain way of how they see, they copy other people outside. So I want you to answer this question. Many youth either at campus or college are into relationship because of peer pressure, or some just want to be in relationship. What can we advise these youth?
Number one, I would wish to say that no human is an island. As long as you are alive and living here on earth, you'll find yourself relating with another person. So, but now based on your question, how we can assist the youths that are entering into relationship, there are indicators that as you enter into a relationship, number one, you will always see them from the onset. Sometimes I also do marriage counseling, and I counsel people that are related. And I like telling them that if you realize that you're entering into a relationship with me, and right away from the onset, there are some things about me that you don't like, but you keep encouraging yourself that somewhere along the way, I will change. Unless you put what I call a conscious and deliberate effort into addressing those issues one-on-one, so that I can look at them and change, then you may be in for a rude shock, because as we continue relating and staying together, maybe that may be the norm, and you may have to adjust to it. So don't expect that something will change along the way unless you address it one-on-one. So the youths outside there that are into relationship, whether you are in high school, because by the way nowadays being a primary school teacher, we see relationships in primary school. Some of them go hidden, but in Swahili wahenga huwa tunasema mapenzi ni kama kikohozi, huwezi kificha. Wakati ukifika wa kukohoa kitatoka, hata msuppress namna gani. Na pia huwa tunasema tabia ni kama ngozi, hakuna mtu anaweza ficha ngozi. Hata uvae nguo aje, kuna ngozi itabaki exposed. Sasa they begin at that particular level, primary school, because even the ongoing exam that has just ended, KCPE and KPSEA, we have had cases of students giving birth before they complete the exam. That means a relationship took place somewhere. It might have been hidden, either chini ya maji, but then the results, they come out openly. So whether at primary, whether at secondary school, where now people have discovered themselves, girls have grown, they have discovered, I have some physical features that are outside here. So they start knowing themselves, and then college now is where there is freedom. Nobody's monitoring you. Nobody's writing people that are suggestively appear to be in a relationship, but you are free to relate the way you want, whether it is college or it is university. One of the advice I would wish to tell you is, number one, when you left home, what took you to college? If you can handle the main goal, the rest are distractors. But don't get me wrong, because we have histories or testimonies of people who have been to college and they found their soulmates there. But when you talk to them, the key thing in their submissions you'll discover is that they learn how to balance between, so that you are not swept off your feet. Before you realize it, you have terminated your course, na boy child is there going on. Na wakati atamaliza na kuacha na masaidi yako, utapata ameolewa kwa kabisa. So really in relationships, as far as whatever level it is concerned, stick to the main goal, stick to the main meal. Then the rest are what we call distractors. When we were young, we would have big ugali and small amount of mboga. So our mother would give us instructions and say, focus on ugali. Mboga ni kidogo. So focus on the ugali that took you to college. Relationship, you can always meet and have relationships later on, or when it is being established from there, lay down the rules of the game. If you don't lay down the rules of the game, you'll be swept off your feet.
And this question has just come up. I'm a teacher and I teach secondary school. So back then when I used to teach in secondary school, I discovered that there is most of the girls in high school, this time, this era, they have kept the thing of implant. Ya kuzuia mimba, kuzuia mimba tu.
Mimba.
So tunaweza advise tu aje wanafunzi ambao wameshajua tabia hadi sijui tunawazuia aje, tunawaadvise aje kind of students. They already know the love act even before they are matured enough.
And this comes in because of the, I would say, impact of social media, and then the way society has been so permissive. So many things have been allowed to happen. Now, when we talk about the high school girls, you look at them, they already have implants. It means also, number one, their priorities are wrong. Because when you prevent yourself from getting pregnant, without preventing yourself from getting the STIs, then you are simply digging a hole to fill another hole. There will still be vacuum where the soil came from. So number one, if you have such like people, whether they're high school students or in college, just know. In fact, we are living at an era where people really fear, they dread getting pregnant than getting STIs. They dread getting pregnant because they see like when the pregnancy is seen, that is the sin. No, the sin emanates from the act. That child that is conceived out of that act is innocent. Therefore, my advice for you is, number one, you are jeopardizing your whole system. When you take an implant and put it within you, you are simply telling your body, I don't want babies. I don't want babies. And a time comes when now you will want to tell your body you want babies, and the body will tell you, I am conditioned to not wanting babies. So that is where people now start crying, looking for miracles left, right, back and forth. Any Tom, Dick and Harry that can promise them, I can do this and do that and do this for you to get a baby. Now they fall prey. They become victims of circumstances. So what I would wish to tell our listeners, as far as the implants are concerned, kindly avoid them. Abstinence is not difficult. It is possible. Because the same hormones that they are not new. They have been there from time immemorial. Yes, our diet could be different because the things we are taking could be making us grow faster. Hormonally, we change very fast. But I want you to tell, you are the one that is the CEO of your life. You can suppress feelings because such like actions like sexual intercourse, they don't have an expiry date. When you shelf them there, you can pick them at the right time when you are ready to face and bear the consequences. Haitakuwa expire.
Now, Pastor, when is the right time? When is the right time to be in a relationship?
Yes. When is the right time to be in a relationship? I wish to tackle that by this way. Number one, you can be 50 years old, but your mind is like a 10-year-old child, and vice versa. And you can be of younger age, but the way your thought patterns are, they are in a mature way. Why do I say that? Because I have counseled people who have entered into marriage at 20 years, but you look at their reasoning and the way they argue out issues, and you see this is a mature person. And I've also counseled people that are over 35 years, by God's grace, they've gotten their partners to marry, but you look at them and you see a lot of childishness in them. You see a lot of crying. So in terms of the right age to enter into marriage, it is only informed by the decisions that you make. By the decisions that you make inside you. I'll not tell you, 20 is the right time, 35 is the right time. The moment you're able to make informed decisions about what you want and go out for them, and you are objective about it because you've sat and gone through your checklist, and then you are ready to enter into this institution called a relationship, then that is the right time. So long as you feel you're not ready for it, kindly forget about it.
And how will you know that this is the right person? Because in this era, you date for a long period of time. This person is still promising you that you're just the right person, and will marry you, he uses you, he dumps you. And even some take it to an extent of introducing you to their parents. Now, how do you know that this person is the right person to be with?
Now, Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, that is the question. I want to say this. Not every lady in a skirt is wife material, but she can be married, but not to you. Not every man in a trouser is your husband material. How to know who is the right person for you? Number one, there is what we call compatibility. The moment you meet, ukigundua vibes zenu haziingiani, that is an indicator. And I want to say this with all due respect. Most of the breakages that we have had as far as relationships are concerned, we always get signs on the road, along the road of relationship, but tunaziignore. Unaambiwa hapa speed limit ni 50 na mmechapa 80, lakini hutaki kumwambia maze kuna speed gani mbele, tutashikwa. Ninyi mnasema katambe. Then pale mbele mnaanza kulia, oh afande ametushika, oh shida imetupata katika hii relationship, oh he has broken. Then unasikia all men are dogs, na wengine wanasema all ladies are bitches. Sasa inakuwa ni matusi imeingia. I want to say this. Number one, the way I've said, look at your interests. Where are your interests? Wakati mnashare na huyo mtu, I've been in a relationship and it matured into marriage. I've been in a relationship that broke along the way, na nikaona indicators along the way, nikajua hapa iko shida. Yes, tulipendana, tukadate for some time, lakini ikafika mahali tunaendelea huku mbele, sioni kama kuna headway. Sasa nikamuita, tukaongea, nikamwambia I think we better part ways. Sasa to know who is the right person for you, people are outside there and they are different. The thing is, go out and relate. Ukigundua sio huyu, tafadhali wacha. But again, don't be into a game of breaking people's hearts or trying out people when you are not serious. Share out your vision, share out your aspirations, share out your dreams, na yeye share out zake. Ukiona zinaingiana, shida yetu ni moja. We only base relationship on love. Oh, amenipenda, crush by the way. Huyu ni crush, tumecrushiana na kadhalika. Yes, when I take the next level without laying down the foundation. You see this building we are in right now, it will be so useless to raise the walls and fix a roof without taking care of the foundation. So in every relationship you enter into, for you to know Mr. Right and Mrs. Right, dig the foundation. Yes.
So right now in Kenya,
yes.
On social media, most people are breaking up their relationship. Unaamka tu siku moja unaingia social media. Most of the time I'm on YouTube because you know my work. So naamka unapata update, this person and this person are broken up, and then after some time, after 1 month, he or she has entered into another relationship. How can we advise the youth outside there who are breaking and entering into another relationship? Because some of them, they don't understand that when they interact with these people and maybe may go to the extent that they not supposed to get into that sex. They're making soul ties. So most of these youth are supposed to be advised on the length they're supposed to take for you to go into another relationship. How can you advise them?
I wish to say this, because once you are into a relationship with somebody, there is already something that connects you. But then along the way, as you move on, the moment you realize that things are not moving the way I've just said previously, it is nothing against you to call it quits, because we say it's better a broken relationship than a broken marriage. Because when it comes to marriage, that has to do with divorce or separation, the way people do it. So in line with your question that you are asking, what I wish to tell our people is that as you enter into any relationship and then you look at it introspectively, kwa sababu deep inside you, I said, I think in my previous post, that God will always have a voice inside you speaking to you and telling you, umewahi jikuta kwa makosa. Let me use this example. Then ukasema, by the way, kuna kitu iliniambia nifanye na ingine nikapuuza. Then nikafika mahali nikaona wacha niende tu, na nilipoenda nikajikuta kwa matatizo. There will always be an inner voice speaking to you, but most of the time we tend to ignore it. And when we ignore it, then the consequences come on our way. What was the other part of your question?
Now, how long are we supposed to take?
How long we are supposed to take? That is what I wanted to get from you. Basically, in a relationship, after every breakup, like maybe I know you didn't know, but I've been through a breakup before. Personally, I took, it was a year, but that was because equally I was also in college. There's somebody I was dating before I joined college, but when I went to college, she went haywire. And then we realized somewhere along the way we are not compatible. So when I broke, I took about a year before I entered into another relationship. Why did I take this period of time? Number one, I've said I was a student. Then number two, it was because I was taking time to ask myself, because when a relationship ends, you see there are people who will say, alinikosea, he is a this, anatumia matusi, but then I want everyone listening to me also to know, the moment a relationship breaks, take also time to ask yourself, what role did I play? What were my undoings? Because it's easy to apportion blame and sanitize yourself.
Yes.
Also take time and ask yourself, what role did I play? After you've realized that, I would say, basically not less than 3 months. That is enough time to search yourself. And then look around and wonder, if the first relationship ulikuwa na fisi, what will I do? And not them down. Ujiambie, I'll do this and this and this and this to avoid next time nisikutane na fisi. Nikutane na my mate, na my person. But tukinini unasema siku hizi unasikia haraka rudi soko. Na unaweza rudi soko ujikute department ya nyanya. Penye wanakuja wanakufinya ama avocado. Wanafinya wanawacha. Now it becomes worse. So take time.
So as a Christian, how are you supposed to handle breakups ama umesha deal nayo yote?
As a Christian, maybe naweza ongezea tu kitu kidogo. How we handle breakups is number one, accept they are there. Unajua kuna watu wanaishi nchi ya kusadikika ambayo kuwepo kwake ufikiriwa kwa mawazo tu. You are just living in some utopian world. Unajua mimi sikujua mtu wa chacha anaweza break, anaweza nini. Hapana, breakups ziko. Na ikishafanyika, my friend, sober up. Na nimesema kusober up, si kuoga haraka na kurudi soko. Hapana, introspect. Jichunguze uone. So as a Christian, number one, I will be lying to you if I tell you that breakups are not there. They happen. However, the Bible says, when one door closes, another door opens. The only problem is we focus our eyes on the closed door so much, we end up having hatred. We look for a way to revenge instead of asking God, this other door that has opened, let me walk into it.
Yes.
So as a Christian, when it happens, pray to God na mwambie nifungulie mlango mwingine, hata kufungulia. Ile yenye ilikubreak na ikakuhurt. Number one, for you to progress very well with this one, forgive.
Yes, very true.
Sameha. Kisha sameha. Sasa huyo mwingine, like mimi tulisameheana because I've already told you we broke up. Sameheana. Na nikamwambia, ukionekaniwa mbele yangu, invite me for your cake and come and bring you a gift. Nikionekaniwa mbele yako, I'll do the same thing. Mimi nikaonekaniwa mbele yake na nikamuinvite, and true to her word, she came na akatuletea zawadi. We still communicate 1, 2, 3 for lakini anajua relationship iliisha. Boundaries ziko za nguvu sana
kabisa.
Yes.
So we find that some youth they enter into relationship to look for money, materialistic things, relationships of nowadays. So even some go deeper looking for sugar daddies, we call them sponsors. How can you advise those youths?
We say that every choice has a consequence. There is a man who came from the US, I think alikuwa US Secretary of State. He introduced that saying in Kenya na kwamba every choice has a consequence, na ikatrend kila mahali. Ukichagua sugar daddy, number one, jua huyo ni bwana ya mtu. Number two, ujiulize, when I'll enter into a marriage, would I be happy to have somebody take my husband at a very prime age? Of course, obviously the answer will be no. So I want to tell you, when you enter into a relationship and you're after money, money is not the answer to everything. Money, yes, it has its role it plays. That will mean your prime reason of entering into the relationship is wrong. And the Bible says, when the foundations are shaken, what shall the righteous do? In short, when the foundations are not okay as far as a relationship is concerned, jua tu, the way the Bible says in Ecclesiastes, kuna wakati wa kupanda, kuna wakati wa kuvuna. You panda sugar daddy, utavuna. Na usipovuna utaona mtoto wako akiteseka na sugar daddy mahali. Na watu wengi wameingia katika relationship kama hizo wakitafuta pesa kutoka kwa sugar daddies, then they ended up being objects of sacrifice. Msichana ukachukuliwa, sugar daddy akakubembeleza, akakubeba vizuri, akakutreat kama mayaya, tukasema mimi sipendi maboys, hawajui kutreat a lady like a lady. Kumbe ujue unaletwa karibu, finally unatolewa kafara. Tunapata mwili huko, hakuna ulimi, hakuna private
kabisa.
Zimeenda offering mahali. Na wewe ulikuwa unajua watu, mimi nilifika Nililand, nimeomoka.
Kuna moja iko hapo kwa social media sitaki kuimention.
So my advice to them is kindly keep off. For every mate that God made, there is you somewhere. The problem is we are too impatient. Tunaishi na popcorn generation. Nataka tu nikiweka mafuta na hata popcorn zikiwa kwa frying pan. All of them don't pop at the same time. So the fact that mko umri fulani na Sidika ameonekaniwa samahani, alafu unasema hey, tuko age mates, ameenda ameniwacha for sugar daddy. It's only that Sidika amepop mbele, ngoja mafuta bado kwa hapo chini, hit you'll pop
kabisa.
Kabisa.
So thank you so much.
Wow.
I welcome you back again to my YouTube channel. Hope you have listened, you have learned something. Remember to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post a video.
Yes.
And I wrap up the video there. Goodbye. Yeah.